HDFC's flagship health insurance plan, HDFC ERGO Optima Secure, just got a serious upgrade, and before the market start buzzing with half-baked details, we thought you should hear it from us first. Now, this is a new HDFC ERGO Optima Secure Plus. These are early details. A full recommendation from Ditto's internal product team is still pending, so this is not a go by this video. Think of this as a first look so you understand what's changing and what to watch out for. Hello folks, I'm Shashank. You're watching Ditto Insurance. At Ditto, we help you compare health and term plans with honest advice from IRDAI certified advisors. There is no spam, there is no forceful selling. 10 lakh Indians trust us. We rated 4.9 over 5. And if at any point you want clarity on whether this plan fits your needs, you can book a free call through the link in the description. Okay, let's get to the plan. Let's start with the insurer itself. HDFC ERGO is still one of the larger private insurers in India, backed by HDFC Bank and Munich Re. Now let's get into what this new Plus version actually changes. But if you don't know about the base plan, that is Optima Secure itself, then we made a complete video on this. I will link it here for you to see, and also I'll put in the description so you can go and watch. Okay, now the biggest shift is how the coverage grows over time. In the older Optima Secure, your bonus would grow, but it would cap out fairly quickly. In this new version, they have introduced what they're calling an infinite benefit. This basically adds 100% of your base sum insured every single year without any upper cap. So over time, your coverage can keep compounding instead of hitting a ceiling. Along with that, restoration has also been upgraded. Earlier, restoration was limited unless you added a paid rider. Now it's inbuilt and unlimited, which means if your sum insured gets exhausted, it can refill multiple times in a policy year, regardless of whether it's the same illness or a different one. Another noticeable update here is the policy tenure options. Now they have been expanded. You can now choose 1, 2, 3, 4 or even 5-year policies depending on underwriting, which aligns with what we're seeing across newer plans like ICICI Elevate and Star Superstar that are also pushing longer term policy durations. And then there's the day one positioning. This plan continues to offer what HDFC calls the secure benefit, which essentially gives you 2x coverage from day one itself. So if you buy a 10 lakh plan, your effective cover starts at 20 lakh rupees immediately without waiting for bonuses to add up. So structurally, the idea is very clear. Strong day one cover and then aggressive compounding over time. Now let's step back and take a look at the base policy features if you didn't know them. On the basics, this is a fairly comprehensive plan. That means there is no co-payment, no disease-wise sublimits, and no room rent restrictions. That mean you don't have to pay out of pocket in most situations. Pre and post hospitalization is covered for 60 and 180 days respectively. Daycare, modern treatments, Ayush, domiciliary care, and home health care are all covered up to full sum insured. Consumables, which usually form a decent chunk of your hospital bill, around 15 to 20% in our experience, are also covered through the Protect benefit, which is inbuilt by the way. Preventive health checkups are included every year after the first year with limits depending on your sum insured. Waiting periods are fairly standard. You have a 30-day initial waiting period, except for accidents which are covered from day one. Specific illnesses come with a 2-year waiting period, and pre-existing diseases have a 3-year waiting period. Premiums are also structured differently here. Instead of a simple 2-tier classification, the plan has a 6-tier system, which means pricing will vary more granularly depending on where you live. More information is on your screen, so pause and take a look. Now, heading to the next bit, which is add-ons. They've added a new add-on here and they're calling it the Serious Illness Rider. This is essentially a critical illness add-on, but it works differently from typical fixed payout riders. Instead of giving you a lump sum, this works on an indemnity basis, meaning it reimburses your actual medical expenses. What's interesting is that it can go up to double of your base sum insured, but only kicks in after your main cover is exhausted. It covers 9 major conditions, including cancer of specified severity, heart attacks, stroke, kidney failure requiring dialysis, major organ transplant, open chest CABG, heart valve surgery, multiple sclerosis, and permanent paralysis of limbs. So this is positioned more as an extended hospitalization buffer rather than a standalone payout benefit. Apart from this, you have the usual existing add-ons, aggregate deductible option, which essentially lets you take deductible in exchange for lower premiums, Optima Wellbeing, which gives you access to doctor consultations, diagnostics, and wellness services, parenthood cover, which is available for maternity-related expenses, including IVF and embryo freezing, but it comes with its own conditions and limits, and also limitless add-on, which can allow 1 or 2 claims of extremely high value depending on your base sum insured. And then you have ABCD chronic care, which reduces your waiting period for certain pre-existing conditions like asthma, diabetes, blood pressure, and cholesterol to just 30 days. Now, let's talk about discounts. Apart from existing discounts that you can see on your screen, there are 2 new additions that are worth noticing. The first is the favorable claims experience discount, where you can get up to 21% discount as a first-time buyer, and up to 18% on renewal premiums if you don't make any claims. Now, the second is a lifetime discount, which gives you an additional 5% discount for first-time health insurance buyers, provided all insured members are 35 years or younger at the time of entry. Now, these are clearly aimed at encouraging early entry and maintaining a clean claims history over time. Now, let's address pricing. We will display the premiums on your screen, but here's the key takeaway. This Plus version does come at a higher premium compared to the older Optima Secure, and that makes sense because you're getting features like Infinity Bonus, unlimited restoration now built in. The way to think about this is not just premium in isolation, but cost per lakh of effective coverage over time. In the early years, the difference might feel small, but over time, because of compounding benefits, the effective coverage per rupee can increase significantly. Now, before we wrap this up, a couple of important disclosures. This is an initial review based on some early details. Our internal product team is still evaluating this plan in detail, especially around pricing consistency and claims experience over time, and how these features actually play out in real scenarios. So we are not recommending this plan as of yet. Also, one gap that we've noticed is the absence of wellness-linked premium discounts, which some competitors have started offering. That's something that we would ideally like to see in future iterations. So folks, if you're already an Optima Secure customer, migration option might be available at renewal depending on insurer approval, and benefits like waiting period already served can carry forward. But whether you should switch or not depends on your specific case. Now, if you're confused about whether this upgrade makes sense for you, you can book a free call through the link in the description. We'll help you compare this plan along with many other plans and figure out which one actually works for you. All right, folks, I will see you in the next one. Until then, happy insurance hunting.